It's time again. That's right. This month's Big, the Classic and the Indie. Stay tuned. Hello there YouTube and welcome to this month's Big, the Classic and the Indie. So, this month I'm going for a slightly different approach. I usually review 3 movies, one being classic, big budget and that, one, or, a big deal, and one being a classic and the other being an indie. But I thought this month, let's go for something different and have like a 3-in-1. So this is a movie that's big because it's, everyone loves it now and that, big deal. And it's a classic, and it's also was an indie film and still isn't that. That's right, it's a review on George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. So written and directed by George A. Romero, starring Duane or something Jones, Judith O'Dea, Marilyn Eastman, Carl Hardman, Judith Ripley, and Keith Wayne. So, I'm just reading it on this screen I got here. Okay, so, this is the zombie horror from 1968, done on a low budget and filmed at weekends by George A. Romero and his friends. This was definitely an indie movie at the time, and it became big. It made an overnight success. Also, it's now a classic. So this premiered on the opening weekend when around Martin Luther King's assassination and stuff, apparently. And also, it caused a lot of controversy by having the lead actor as a black man, which today, doesn't really matter. No one's bothered about it. But back in 1968 was a big deal. But yeah, this gave us the modern day zombie we know today. Before they were like, I've come for your brains. But, George A. Romero gave us the modern day zombie that's like that. So, and we still go with those kind of zombies today. I mean, there's the Danny Boyle zombies that run fast. But no, the zombies in this 1968 classic are just, slow. So, it opens in a cemetery where there's, a woman called Barbara who's visiting a grave. Then her brother comes along and torments her, giving us that iconic line, "They're coming to get you, Barbara. Look, there's one of them now," till he gets attacked by a zombie. Next thing, she's taking refuge in a farmhouse. And in that farmhouse is a family. There's the main antagonist, Ben, who's the black lead. And yeah, they're doing all they can to barricade themselves from the zombies that are gathering and surrounding them in the farmhouse, trying to get in. So yeah, that's pretty much what happens in there. And of course I mentioned the ending to you about, the controversy that happened when the male black lead was killed. So, down to my likes on this. I just like how it's black and white. I don't think it was intended to be black and white, but it was a low budget film, and I think it works for that. Because I have sort of seen it in colour or remastered into colour, and let's just say the flesh-eating effects and everything aren't as good. Yeah, I like the zombies, how they just walk slow, like, and eating and consuming flesh. It's, quite enjoyable to watch, and I liked it. Of course, also another thing I liked was the music. The soundtrack in the film was just spot on. I can't for the life of me sound out the music from the film, but I do remember it's like dun, dun, something like that. And I thought that was great. It's called Night of the Living Dead because it's the night and it's the living dead walking around. And, you know, I think it's just a great film. George A. Romero, I don't think was expecting it to be an overnight success. But, yeah, it did. And now George A. Romero is known for that. You know, being the godfather of the modern zombie. So, what else? What were my dislikes? I just didn't like the other family of the farmhouse that were taking refuge in their bedroom. I didn't like that. I just thought that was a side story that I weren't a huge fan on. You know, but and also there was that iconic scene which is eating a dead father. So what else can I tell you on this one? So yeah, it was a classic in the making at that time, and the film went on to, you know, was the beginning of a franchise. They did the sequel 10 years later. Well, apparently it's a sequel. Dawn of the Dead. There was Return of the Living Dead, I think. You know, George A. Romero is just known for that. He gave us another film that's not related called Diary of the Dead, which is a found footage horror. Also, the movie, the film Night of the Living Dead got a 1990 remake directed by Tom Savini, starring Tony Todd. And to be honest, I thought it was okay. I mean, I did watch that one first before the 1968 original, but looking at that, I think the 1990 remake is sort of a shot-by-shot redo of the original. But again, I like that one. I do. It's, you know, I think I prefer the original to the remake, but I find the remake watchable and enjoyable as well. So, yeah. So Night of the Living Dead, you know, but I think the cinematography was okay, good enough and that. I loved the story. I loved how it gave us the modern zombie we still use to this very day. And, yeah. So, let me see. With all that being said, I'm going to give Night of the Living Dead, the 1968 original, let me have a think. I'm going to give it I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Because I do like it. So, 8 out of 10 for Night of the Living Dead. This has been this month's Big, the Classic and the Indie, where it's been a 3-in-1. So, yeah. So, now for the next part of the show, of course, it's time for the next bit, of course, the monthly shout-outs. Let's go to that, shall we? Pixie Willows, Nightmare Maven, Joe Manganero's House of Horror, and Jeff Saws. So be sure to check out those 4 awesome YouTubers, those 4 awesome horror YouTubers, and also be sure to tell them that I sent you their way. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this month's Big, the Classic and the Indie. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you like. Don't forget to share with your friends. Also, hit me up on social media, Facebook and Twitter. I'm on those too. Also, feel free to join my Facebook group, The Random Horror Madhouse, where you can chat with other fellow horror lovers that are on there. And also, yeah, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time there's a new video on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So, till next time, don't have nightmares.